Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be tasting and testing the best mince pies of 2017. So I actually got this idea from Good Housekeeping. I believe they do this every year because I know they did it last year. So yeah, and this year they actually voted for Tesco finest mince pies. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video and consume some calories. The first place that I got my mince pies from was Greggs. If you're not familiar with Greggs, they're a very popular bakery in the UK. Everything they do fresh. So I think they had cooked these, well, baked these ones on the day that I picked them up. So yeah, this is what the mince pie looks like. They've dusted it with like sugar or whatever. It says crumbly short crust paste filled with sweet mincemeat made from vine fruits, Bramley apple and candied orange and lemon peel. Oh god, lemon peel. I like these mince pies. The pastry is really nice. It is a little bit sweet. For the fact that it's a little bit sweet, I'm not sure if they really got the balance right. It might be all of that candied fruit. But other than that, I give it a thumbs up. Those are some good mince pies. They look cute. The packaging's cute. I like them. So the next mince pies that I've got are from Morrison's. This is what they look like. I think these look really, really cute. It says all butter short crust pastry cased with a minced meat filling filled with brandy. That's what the mince pie looks like. I think it's really, really nice. It looks super cute. Oh god. Oh, it's crumbling in my fingers. I'm gonna have to hoover my room after this. This one is nice. This one is banging. It's not as sweet as the Greggs one because it says mincemeat, so I doubt that they put like all that candied fruit and stuff in it. The pastry is really nice. It's literally falling apart in my fingers. This pastry is definitely all butter. Ah, the pastry's banging. These mince pies are good. I'd give these ones a solid thumbs up. So the next mince pies that I picked up are this year's Good Housekeeping winner, Tesco finest mince pies, and it says plump vine fruits, Napoleon glacier, I think, cherries, almonds and walnuts with Italian citrus peel and festive spices, infused with Courvoisier, cognac, French brandy and port. Out. This is what these ones look like. I love the detail on these ones. I thought I loved the detail on Morrison's ones, but the detailing on this one is beautiful. I sound like I'm talking about makeup or clothes or something, but yeah. So this one is nice, and I can probably see why they voted this one best. I haven't been for the rest yet, but I feel like the balance on this mince pie is on point. The pastry is all butter and it's crumbly, but it's not falling apart in my hands. The filling is nice. It's not too sweet, but you can taste the alcohol. So I'm loving this one. Like I think Good Housekeeping are onto something. This mince pie is on point. This is like a, you know what I mean? Like solid thumbs up, because that is, the balance on that is, I think it's about time I had a bit of water. The next place that I picked up my mince pies were from Sainsbury's, and these are Sainsbury's Taste the Difference mince pies. It says, our melt in the mouth all butter mince pies are packed with a festive blend of luscious fruit, aromatic peel and warming spices, infused with a generous nip of brandy, baked in the Scottish Highlands by shortbread specialist Walkers. That actually sounds nice. This is what the Sainsbury's ones look like. I like the design on this one as well. It's not as intricate as the Tesco ones or the Morrison's ones. It's kind of like the Morrison's ones. First impressions, they're a little bit dry. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else took the liberty of dusting them. They didn't take the liberty of putting any dust, but I can see that there's a little bit of sugar on top. Do you know what? Can't be judging a book by its cover. That Scottish Highland shortbread Walkers company that are baking the pastry on this bad boy. The pastry on this one I think is beautiful. It actually tastes like a shortbread biscuit. I think I like this one better than Morrison's. The pastry is mad. Yeah, that tastes like a biscuit. It's beautiful. The inside is nice. It's not too sweet. It's not as soft as like Greg's or anything. You can taste the alcohol, but it hasn't got that kvass, do you know what I mean? So the filling is not as good as Tesco, but Sainsbury's, they did a number on this pastry. The pastry is mad. So the next ones that we have are the Mr. Kipling minced pies. I just picked these up because Mr. Kipling is like a big British brand, so I thought we'd check these ones out as well. I don't really have much expectation from Mr. Kipling because I don't actually really like their stuff. Well, I know, you know what I mean? Like, we'll just check it out and see what it tastes like. It says 6 deep-filled mince pies with a delicious, rich and fruity mincemeat in a butter-enriched pastry case. Exceedingly good Christmas moments with Mr. Kipling. They've attempted some type of design. How successful they are, I mean, I'll let you lot be the judge of that. I think it's, to be honest, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Just like I thought, it's dry. The pastry is just rolling up in my mouth. The filling has little to no flavour. It might as well have been an apple pie. I really didn't have much expectation of them, but they were worse than I thought. So the next ones that we have are the Marks and Spencer's 6 mince pies. I love Marks and Spencer's. I love everything that comes out of Marks and Spencer's. It's my favourite place in the world. So I have good expectations of this one. All butter short crust pastry pies, deep filled with plump vine fruits, cranberries, clementine, cherries and brandy. The design on this one is really cute as well. It looks like a star with some snowflakes, and it's got the sweet dusting on top, which we appreciate around here. Of course, I expected nothing less from Marks and Spencer's, do you know what I mean? Tad bit sweet, just a tad. You can taste the brandy, the pastry's good. It doesn't have that shortbread taste like Sainsbury's. But I mean, Marks and Spencer's, they're not bad, do you know what I mean? You can never go wrong with Marks and Spencer's. So the next one is Aldi's specially selected 6 mince pies, cognac steeped, it says. Why? Cognac steeped. All butter pastry filled with a luxurious festive mincemeat and sprinkled in sweet dusting. They've got the snowflake design on the top and the sweet dusting, of course. They look a lot bigger than, they look quite deep compared to some of the other ones, but do you know what I mean? It's a stretch. Oh my god, this is generals. You know what? They're not bad, but the size is a con because it's like it's only half filled. Do you see what I mean? Aldi's is always a cheap alternative for everywhere, so they're good mince pies. They're reasonably priced. They're not bad. They're better than Mr. Kipling's. I'll tell you that for free. The next mince pies that I got are from Iceland. These are their luxury mince pies. I think the packaging is uber cute. And it says, all butter short crust pastry mince pies filled with a fruity mincemeat containing vine fruits and brandy. And this is what they look like. That's like a double star. I think that's really, really cute. It's not bad. It's decent, but the pastry is dry. Like, just trying to bite through it, it's kind of, it's really stiff. The other ones are really crumbly. This one is too stiff, but the flavors are good. I think the pastry just let them down a tad. So, I mean, we'll give it like this kind of thumbs up. I also picked up these from Iceland, and they are We Love Cake gluten-free mince pies. And it says 4 gluten-free mince pies, crispy sweet pastry pies filled with rich mincemeat and sprinkled with a light dusting of sugar. Shamelessly indulgent. Yes, this is what they look like. No design. Kind of like a cookie cutter, like a cheap cookie cutter that they used on top. It's more like a biscuit than it is a pastry, and that's probably because it is gluten-free. It's like a very strong citrus taste. But I mean, really and truly, these are the kind of mince pies I should be eating, because I am supposed to be eating gluten-free things because my stomach does a lot of higgy behaviour when I don't. But yeah, no. If that was your only option, they are good. I would give them a thumbs up. I think it was a really good try, and I think it's nice that they did an alternative. So I appreciate you, boo. Just not enough to replace my usual mince pies with that. So I had to take a break because I was actually getting a sugar rush and I started to feel sick. So anyway, before I really flake out, the next place that we got, I could not forget them. The quality is always. So we have Waitrose 6 all butter mince pies. It says 6 individual all butter mince pies with a rich mincemeat filling containing apricot, glacier cherries, almonds and brandy. That description is really similar to Tesco's. It's just that Tesco had the Cavassier, you know. If you thought the design on Greg's or them other gluten-free ones were bad anyway, it's the same kind of thing. I'm a little bit disappointed. What is this? Like, are you not lazy or are you not lazy? Anyway. However, that mince pie is giving me Tesco filling with Sainsbury's pastry. This is a strong contender. Maybe this was so busy on the taste that they didn't even have time to think about common design. What is design if the thing doesn't even taste good? You know what I mean? But yeah, that mince pie was good. It's good. Yeah, I'm all mince pied out. But yeah, this is the last one I picked up, which is Waitrose Love Life 4 mince pies, gluten-free and also made without milk, which is really good. Between this one and the one I found at Iceland, they're actually the only 2 that I found that did a gluten-free alternative. I'm not sure if there's any others out there. If you find any, let me know. It says 4 mince pies with spices, raisins, sultanas, currants and mixed peel. They're kind of designed just like the other ones. There's sugar on top, but literally it just falls off. I don't even know who told them to do this. Do you know what? Obviously they're gluten-free, so like with the other ones, they're just not as good. And I don't know what it is about these gluten-free ones, but they have a very lemony taste to them. And I'm not sure if that's to like replace the alcohol or I don't know. But there's something about the mincemeat that I don't like. But if I was to have gluten-free, I would definitely have these ones. These are 10 trillion billion times better than the ones that I got from Iceland. The mincemeat is not as nice as like the traditional mince pies, but the pastry on this one, it was crumblier than normal pastry. It was a bit crusty, I guess you could say, but it wasn't as crusty as the Iceland one. The Iceland one came in like biscuit. So guys, that is it for my mince pie taste testing for 2017. And I think my final verdict, I'm finding it really, really hard, but my top 3, and this is in no particular order, would be Tesco Finest. They came in on the design, they came in on the pastry, they came in on the filling, they just came in all round. They came in with that kvass. No one else did the Cavassier cognac, and I think that was a really nice touch, really, really fancy. Overall, I think they just did a really good job and I love them. Also, Sainsbury's tasted different. The design was not as great as Tesco, but that pastry that came in from Scotland, from the Highlands, was mad. They did a madness on that one. Yeah, they did bits on that pastry, so they're definitely my top 3. And then also, last but not least, is Waitrose. I think they were lazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed with the design. I think they could have done so much more. Just a little bit of powdered sugar. Even a bit of powdered sugar they couldn't do. But the taste was like, it was on point. The taste was basically Sainsbury's and Tesco mixed together. If they had a baby, that would have been it. But I think if I had to choose one that I would go out and buy again, I don't know. If I had to actually choose one, I think I would probably go with the Tesco. I just love that Courvoisier touch. I love the design. The design was beautiful. Those are the best looking mince pies, and the pastry was on point. Shout out to Tesco. I'm really proud of you guys. And yeah, if you guys like this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I know you didn't get to taste it. If you're into mince pies, where do you usually get your mince pies from, and who do you think would have the best ones? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.